So I want to circle back to your main expertise, which is sales. Not saying you're maybe a spiritual teacher as well, who knows. How do you stay hungry enough to close while being detached enough to not repel the sale?
Such a great question. To realize that they're both the same thing. If you are truly detached from the sale, you have the highest likelihood to close. And so when you say like hungry to close, hungry to force a sale that will then not happen, or hungry to actually put yourself with the highest probability of closing the deal. And therefore you need to just chill and let go. And so that's where people don't understand. They're literally two sides to the same coin. It's not, oh, well, if I'm so detached, then I'm not going to, push for the sale. Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be pushing for the sale anyway. If you're truly detached, you have the highest likelihood for you to quench your hunger of getting paid and making money.
Scriptless selling. That's something you're obviously very big on.
Yeah.
First time I've actually heard that term, and I know a lot of people want the best script. They copy everybody's script. They want word for word so that they are ready for any objection, so they can increase their close rate.
Yeah, I've got a Excel spreadsheet of 20 objection handling frameworks.
What's your take on that, and why is scriptless closing?
It's not even like there. It's just nothing. You on the call, not even like a paper there, notes.
No, well, a blank sheet of paper to take notes of whatever the prospect says. The reason for that is, I'll give you the philosophical reason and then the tactical reason. Philosophical reason, this came from Charles Darwin, so founder of modern evolution. It's not the strongest who survive. It's not the smartest who survive. It's the most adaptable. So in literal biology, the species that survives the most isn't the one that has the best perfect script. It's the one that has the most flexibility. Scripts don't give you flexibility because they don't allow you to change what you're going to say based on what the prospect just said. So literally in a biological sense, if you want to survive and thrive and be the species that gets to the top of the food chain, be the apex predator, you don't have to be bigger, stronger, faster. You have to be more adaptable. So that's the philosophical reason. In a sales context, literally, when your prospect says whatever they're going to say, you have no idea if the next question that's on your script is going to dig deeper into whatever they said and is relevant, or is going to be a complete curveball. And in sales, you have to focus on getting to the truth, and your path to the truth, you have no idea what that path's going to look like. All you have is a compass that says go north towards the truth. We have to go around a mountain, we have to go over a lake, we have to go up over a hill. You have no idea. You have to have that ability to navigate a conversation through principles, not a rigid structure, because your prospect, you have no way to predict what they're going to say.
I'm guessing you do have some form of like a framework, maybe like discovery in the beginning. Do you have like general frameworks, like, okay, now it's discovery, now it's future pacing, something like that? Or how what's your state going into it?
So your state is a fundamental piece. So you have to be in the best state. But as far as like call it framework, it's just having outcomes. It's not having inputs, it's not having direction, it's having outcomes. So long as we can arrive to these 4 outcomes, and I'll tell you what they are in a second, and these are a yes or a no, that's all I need to focus on. So yes, no questions. Does this prospect have a burning problem? Yes or no? A no is perfectly fine. As long as I've dug deep enough and I find actually this problem is not that serious, it's not a big deal, then I'm not even going to pitch them. Hence why I won't get objections, because I didn't pitch someone that didn't have a burning problem, because it was a no for one of my non-negotiables. Second one is, do they have a strong desire and a commitment to solving it, which are all the things that we've already been talking about for the same reasons. If they have a strong desire and a commitment, cool, I can tick that off. If they don't, I'm not even going to pitch them. Next one is, are they willing to admit, both to themselves and to you, they need help. They need outside help to solve it. And the key word there is admit it, because it's not comfortable to do that.
Like dropping your ego.
Dropping your ego, exactly. So you've got, I need to solve this because it's a burning problem, which means there's a consequence, there's a cost inherently to not doing something about it today. There's severity. I am committed and I have a strong desire to do something about this. I'm going to drop my ego, which is exactly what you said. And then the fourth and final one is, do I trust the service provider, which I'll get on that here in a second, at a level enough that I believe they could help me. If the person doesn't believe that the service provider could help, then why are you going to pitch them? Now, I said there was an extra detail for that because at the time of being on the sales call, they don't know the service provider. That's in the fulfillment team. They have no idea what's going to go on in the fulfillment team. You are the representative. And so if they trust the salesperson, by association, they assume the fulfillment is going to be high class. And so that's why as a salesperson, you have to be high class as well, because you're not just representing the sales branch, you're also representing the entire conceptualization of the fulfillment. And so those 4 things are all I'm thinking about. And I don't write them down, I don't consciously think about them. I'm just having a conversation thinking, does this feel like this is a burning problem? Yes or no? Does this feel like this person's got a desire and a commitment to solving this? Does this feel like this person is dropping their ego and admitting, hey, my hands are up, I don't really know what I'm doing, or it's going too slow, or I need help, or I want help? Then the final one is, do I feel like we've got a connection that you trust me? And that's it. I'm just going to have a conversation and see if those things are a yes or a no. Usually they're a yes, if you're a good salesperson.
Yeah, I always say, prospects don't buy when you understand them. They buy when they feel understood.
100%.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's just like, it's so funny. There's another like writing some tweet quotes. I said, "Good vibes has closed me more deals than any other tactic ever."
100%.
And that's kind of the same thing. State control. Like I was standing outside like 20-30 minutes before the call, standing outside reading a book on my Kindle, just like hopping in the shower real quick. Good vibes, and I closed the client.
Yeah.
I barely forgot about the script, and goes to show.
Yeah.
I think part of what I'm going to say just reinforces how important it is to get in person with mentors, people you look up to, etc. When I was on that trip with you, something that I picked up was, and this is probably the most profound thing that I picked up really, which was when someone checks all those boxes, it's almost and as a closer that the product that you are selling or the offer that you're working on can help this individual. It's almost a moral obligation for you to sell this product.
100%.
And all the best closers in the world can't go to bed sleeping knowing that they have missed out, because this individual is going to live a life without this problem being solved that you could have helped him solve. Yeah. That was something that really stuck by me. How did you come about? That's not something, I've never heard that before. Where did you come to that realization?
I came to that realization because of the way I got taught to sell. When you aren't following a script and 5,000 times in 2 years you've had a real heart-to-heart conversation with people, you get inside them, you get inside their soul, and you realize what this means to them. And therefore, unless you're a narcissist and you have no conscience, you feel what it means to have blood on your hands if you don't help them. Whereas when I'm on a sales call with you and I'm just, okay, next question on my script, and I read out the next question, I haven't connected with you. Yeah. And so therefore I don't feel the guilt and the shame and the pain of like, I didn't serve you today if I didn't close you. And so it all comes fundamentally from the way you learn to sell. And so if you learn a way to sell that is scripted, is fake, is memorizing tonality, even if you mastered those things, you've lost the philosophy of what sales is all about, which is service. It's helping people get out their own way for their own benefit, even when they fight you for trying to get them to get out their own way.
Would you advise beginners, would you say they opt straight into scriptless selling?
100%.
Okay, not even like a general framework? Straight in. So you're not learning the bad habits essentially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The longer it takes you to let go of the script, the longer it's going to take you to unwind all of those bad habits. And the thing that you have to understand as a salesperson is you, and I've seen this so many times, you may have taken 1,000 sales calls with a script. You know this much about human beings. You do not know a single thing about human beings. All you know how to do is read off your scripted questions. And so the limiting belief, or it's actually a mind virus, of saying, well, if I just keep using my script and take more calls and do more weeks and do more months, eventually I'll be ready to learn to ditch the script. No, you haven't learned a single thing, and you never will learn a single thing about how to have an authentic conversation without a script until the first day that you do it, and you'll fuck it up. You'll completely screw it up. And it'll take you weeks or months until you actually get it. But if you do those weeks or months when you first start sales, or if you do those weeks or months when you're 10 years in, it's the same weeks or months to learn a brand new skill. They are not the same skill. The skill to be able to critically think for yourself, come up with questions, communicate, connect with someone is not the same skill as to be able to read off a piece of paper. They're not the same skills.